why this meeting today? That's a question that's been on Facebook a number of times. And part of the inference there is, why not have it earlier? Well, we only found out about the permit 10 days ago.
Last month, Fundamental Data, a Virginia-based company, applied for a permit from West Virginia's Division of Air Quality related to the construction of a standalone natural gas-fired power plant. While neither the company nor state government officials have confirmed the Fundamental Data power plant in Tucker County will fuel new data centers, local officials are convinced that's its intended purpose.
I was the one that spotted the legal notice in the Parsons Advocate. When I read the notice and then when I looked it up online, as you heard everybody talk about, so much information was redacted. So much so that it's really hard to have a good impression as to what are they proposing.
Part of the power production for a microgrid is associated with House Bill 2014. And that was going back and forth between the House and the Senate, and it was finalized in the House yesterday.
On April 13th, a day after lawmakers overwhelmingly passed HB 2014, nearly 300 people gathered in the Davis Volunteer Fire Hall in Tucker County to discuss the implications of the bill and Fundamental Data's permit application.
With the power plant in particular, people are concerned with light pollution, noise pollution, and where they're going to get water, because data centers typically use an inordinate amount of water, anywhere from 10 to 12 million gallons of water a day. And we're concerned with that.
As demand for hyperscale data centers grows, rural areas like Tucker County are caught in an AI-fueled tech boom that strains infrastructure and depletes natural resources. There's also little evidence that data centers provide stable, good-paying, local jobs.
I'm a control systems engineer with a petrochemical company in another part of the state. The operators that work at my facility make $43 an hour. That's a job that'll make a difference in the community. Okay? So don't offer jobs that are for security people that are going to starve to death. Don't be ignorant to what these people are doing. The reason why they're being quiet is because they're dishonest. They're hiding everything they can to get away with it. We have to work together, and we have to stop it.
Somebody mentioned in there, like, there's a limit. You know, yeah, you want the jobs, but how much cancer do you take into your community until it's too much? So there's got to be a limit.
There's so much to be concerned about. There's, of course, the air pollution, which we heard a lot about, in particular the formaldehyde. We've got the water, the large amount of water that will be needed for cooling purposes. Then there's going to be the water outflow that needs to be managed. And when I've been reading about other data centers in other places, it's impacted the aquifers, and people are having trouble with their water in their homes.
Right now, we have a lot of data centers that have been knocking on our doors, and they're anxious to come to West Virginia and start using our natural resources as a main source of power.
I will tell you that I have reviewed a lot of air pollution permits over the last 25 years. I have never seen one as redacted as this one is. That has never happened. They are trying to set a precedent here, and it is working. In the last couple of weeks, there have also been similar applications in Logan County and in Mingo County, also heavily redacted.
There's two things I find deeply disturbing about this. One is the secrecy involved. And two, at a state level, their willingness to run roughshod over the self-determination and the representative government that this country was founded on. They should be ashamed of themselves.
I know that there's a lot of people here that are not from this area. I understand that. I want you to understand something. The locals that were born and raised here, the reason why we love it and we protect it so much, and the reason why many of us do struggle with out-of-towners, is because too many people from out of the area come here, they use us and they toss us aside, and they make their money and they go back to the crap hole they came from.